welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing edible school supplies. Yeah, that's right, we have an edible binder made out of candy. We even have edible purple glue. I'm pumped. I spent at least 8 hours just making this DIY possible for you guys, and I'm so pumped for it. If you guys are new to my channel, subscribe down below. I'm currently having 2 giveaways. I'm giving away some slime supplies and some back to school supplies for you guys. It ends on August 15th. Go enter right now. The rules are subscribe to this channel, Nichole Jacklyne, my vlog channel, Nichole Jacklyne Vlogs, and go follow me over on Instagram at Nichole Jacklyne. I'm so pumped for you guys. I'm currently also having a squishy giveaway, which is also the same rules as last time. So if I should do more edible DIYs of some sort that aren't just like school related, I can totally do that. This video was so fun to do. I kind of got really into it. Actually, I was pumped for it. I was going shopping at Target at 9 in the morning and I was like just pumped. So for this first DIY, we are making some, like, how do you even phrase this? We're taking some like a tape dispenser and turning it into a candy dispenser basically. But this would be a really cool way to prank your friends, disguise candy at school. Like, how fun, honestly. This is like, I'm cringing right now. But then just take this tape out of the dispenser and save it because tape is gold. It's expensive. Don't waste this just for a little candy DIY thing. Girl, save that dispenser. Then take some of your Hubba Bubble bubblegum tape. That is hard to say 5 times over, like I can't do it. And then take out the bubblegum tape and then you're going to start by taking that into little like strands and putting it into your tape dispenser. This made my hands so flowery. It was literally insane. Circle or it won't actually go in the container, so that's what I did, just strand by strand. I actually made it like so it was enough of like a strand where it was still like tape resembling, and I just spun that around the core, and you have to hold on to the tape, to the bubble gum, because it will unravel as you twist it more, and this made my fingernails so flowery. It was insane, but this is so fun and honestly worked out really well. And it's just, it looks so cool. Like, what? I don't even know. This next one we are doing is with the Airheads Extremes, and I was trying to find ones that were like ropes and not just like strands of this because it's easier to like wrap around this bearing. And same exact thing, just take some tape and take out the tape part, save that. It is like gold. And then once you have that done, you're going to have your strands and start by putting those strands in the container. This won't be as tape resembling, but it's still very similar and you'd have strands in there. But honestly, even though this was only in little strands versus like an actual rope, it still kind of stayed better because you could like cushion it in better and position it well. And it's tastes better. I am kind of a candy over gum person, so I was very intrigued by this, and it looks so cool and so rainbowy. You could even go a step further and do this with like other candies and whatever else you do. If you guys do recreate some of these DIYs, please tweet me at Nichole Jacklyne. I would love to see your DIY recreations. And here's the final product of these Airheads Extremes and these bubblegum tape dispensers for your candy. I think it's so smart and so genius, and how fun is that? This next DIY we are doing is a Laffy Taffy eraser. Basically for this is very straightforward, but this does not double as an actual eraser, which would be really cool if it did. If you guys did watch my college life hack video, I'll link it down below for you guys. I posted it like about 2 videos ago, and I took an eraser and I put hot glue over it, and you can have an eraser. So if you want like an eraser hack, there is that, but I will have it linked down below for you guys. But this, we're taking some Laffy Taffy and cutting it into little strands, and if you want to make it so it's small enough to be an eraser, this is a very like cheap, efficient way, more just funny, prank-worthy way to hide candy in your school supplies. Like, how funny is that? And imagine being in class and just eating your eraser. Like, okay, cool, casual, not at all. So I cut that up into a tinier strand, and then I twisted it up so it would fit better into my pencil, so I had more of like a shoot to go in my pencil. And once I had that all twisted up, I put it into the top of my eraser cap by first removing the pencil actual eraser. Save this eraser and once you have eaten your Laffy Taffy out of your eraser, be like, oh, just kidding, I have an eraser, because you don't want to like not have an eraser, because that's kind of annoying, because you know how many times I mess up when I write? Like every time. So then I put the Laffy Taffy inside of the eraser cap, and it was so realistic. However, like an actual eraser looks like it's white, but sometimes there are pencils like this that are this pink color, so it honestly could fool anybody. So after I have it put my Laffy Taffy into my eraser, I'm eating my eraser. Like, what? This is actually really funny, and I was surprised. It tasted so good. Honestly, not that surprised. It's just candy, but it worked out really well, and I thought I would just try it out for you guys. Just eating it on camera, live footage, no clickbait. Oh my god. But here is the final product. I think it looks really cool, and I'm really proud of it. And this next one we are doing is about to make your mind shook. This didn't work out the best, but it definitely was a really fun concept. I had a fun time making it. So I made an edible Starburst Binder. I was kind of going for a edible like slime binder, because basically like edible Starburst slime is just this plus like cornstarch. So I was like, okay, let's do something similar. So I unwrapped a ton of Starburst and I put it over a double boiler. This didn't work out the best. I don't have an actual double boiler, so I decided to just microwave it. It's much easier. However, because I had started off by melting it over some warm water, and this is like failing on camera, like good. I made this weird like sticky Starburst. I should have just melted new Starburst because mine was already like messed up. So then I started off by microwaving them for 30-second intervals and mixing it and putting it into my pan. And the point of the pan is to let it harden on a pan before it goes into my binder. You don't want to like let it harden in your binder, because like that surface will never come off. Like it'll be stuck in there, and the point is to eat it when it's in there. So anyways, I'm talking a lot, I'm sorry. Is to take the next Laffy Taffy. I have the banana Laffy Taffy, which is literally in my slime shop. By the way, I restart my slime shop every Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I'm just taking the Laffy Taffy and I'm spreading it out. This is not Laffy Taffy, this is Starburst. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And taking it so it's like more of like a rainbowy color. Then here is the red one that was so messed up. I should have just melted some new one, but I was like, you know, it's fine. It'll melt, it'll like harden totally fine. No, it never like fully hardened the right way, so that was great. Actually ended up, I putting this in the freezer because it was not hardening fast enough. I took a little spatula, what do you call this proper term? Not sure. And scraped this off of the Laffy Taffy thing, the pan, and it did break a little bit, but it did look pretty cool still. You have to admit, like, how cool is this idea? It would have been much cooler if I could have like enough Starburst where I could put it in the entire thing. But this is little concept. This looks so bad, I'm well aware. Or even like putting this on like a notebook would look really cool too. So the options are endless. This next one is how to eat purple glue. So recently Elmer's came out with a clear glue that goes on purple but dries clear, which by the way does not make slime, which is very sad because it does not have any PVA in it. And I purchased like 8 of them with a plan to make slime out of them, and then I was like, oh, it doesn't even have PVA in it, great. Then I put that to use and I was like, okay, wait a minute, if I can make an edible purple glue that is like you can't tell the difference at all, then I'm gonna put it in a video. So I just removed all this glue and put it into a container, and it took me about like 10-15 minutes to fully wash out this glue because it's a very strong, thick glue, and getting it off all the sides of this container was kind of difficult, but once I did, it was well worth it because then I had this beautiful container, was totally empty. I actually found this like Kool-Aide liquid that's meant for like water bottles and such, and I was like, wait a minute, if I could put this into a glue container, it would look just like purple glue. It literally does. It's literally insane. And I only put about just a little bit of this in it because it was so strong, and if you put too much of this in a drink, it'll be like way too concentrated and like so sugary. And then fill the rest up with some water, and then put the lid on it and shake it up a little bit because you want to get a little mixing. And this, okay, on camera, like looking at this now, it looks a little bit different, but like you can't tell the difference at all. Like if you're in class with somebody, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's not purple glue. Like it looks so similar. And here I am testing it out for you guys. It works out so good. It is so genius. This looks so weird, but like it's real. It worked out really well. This was very sugary though. But I did it. I made it work, and it's so funny. I can't get over it, and I'm so proud of it though. Like that thumbnail though, I'm pumped for it. Next we have a push-up pop glue stick. Now this kind of worked out pretty well, kind of. So here's the thing. I took some of this school glue sticks, and I took a push-up pop, and I removed the push-up pop from the container, and then I also removed a glue stick from the container as well. And the thing is, I thought they would be the same circumference, that it would fit inside of the glue stick container, like just not even like thinking about it. Well, turns out the glue stick container is much smaller than the actual push pop thing, so it didn't fit in all the way, which was kind of sad. I was pretty pumped to have a push-up glue stick, which kind of is the worst. Now I have two options for you. You can either take the mold of the glue stick container and mold, you could like melt the push-up pop and put it inside of it eventually, or be like me and be like, okay, let's scrap that idea. Let's take some Laffy Taffy, let's twist it together. First I had to unwrap it from the wrapper, and I rolled it up like a little between my hands, like Play-Doh basically, and then I rolled them together and I twisted them very slowly so they'd have really cool like not rainbow, just like a little, yeah, a rainbow texture kind of thing going on. A little multicolored Laffy Taffy, and then I had to remove the bottom of the glue stick container so I could put this in all the way. And once I did that, I put the Laffy Taffy inside of the former push-up pop container of the glue stick bottle, and I fed that all the way through, and then once I had that in there, I put the bottom on it, and it was all done. This last one we are doing is a frosting glue prank container, though. I actually did this in one of my school pranks videos. I thought it was so funny, and basically what you have to do is empty out all of the glue into a container. You guys know I'm not about to waste some perfectly fine white glue, so I didn't. I put it in a nice container and saved it for later. And this was it's actually so difficult to fully clean out a glue bottle because it's like, it's sticky, it's glue, like it's not meant to like, you know, just easily come out. So then I washed that for a good like 20 minutes, and the label was kind of messed up, but you know, you do what you gotta do. And I took some frosting and I put a little dollop in there, and then I just cut a little corner so I can make a little frosting bag, a little DIY frosting bag out of this. And I put that into the glue container, and then I slowly fed it into the top of it, and I hit, if it got like overflowing, I would take the container and just like hit it to the ground a little bit so it would like go to the bottom of the container. And yeah, it's a pretty easy DIY. And how hilarious is this to be in class and just eating glue? I mean, don't ever eat glue, it's not good for you. But if you want to prank your friends, or I don't even know, if you have any ideas of how to use this in a prank, please like tweet me or Instagram, like DM me, I don't know. But here I am spreading it on my hand, and then now I am going to show you that I can eat it. And I did not fill it up to the very top. I could have done that easily, but honestly guys, I was kind of lazy, and I was like, you know what, the concept is pretty clear. It kind of resembles wood glue though, which is pretty cool. So if you want to like do a little wood glue DIY for this, you could do that for sure. Don't forget to go enter my giveaways. They're all linked down below for you guys, and I will see you guys in the new video very soon. Bye!